Good morning, third graders. Mrs. Phillips here to teach you some more math. But before I get into your lesson, I want to tell you a short story. Once upon a time, in a land not too far away, lived the wholes and the fractions. The wholes were like giants that lived outside and towered above everyone. And just like their name implies, they ate their food whole. They ate whole pizzas, whole sandwiches, and whole candy bars in one big bite without needing to cut them into pieces. This land was also home to the fractions. A much smaller people. They lived in two-story apartments, and when they ate, they always had to cut their food into smaller pieces and divide it amongst each other. The wholes and the fractions got along very nicely, and every once in a while they would get together and mix to have some fun and eat. Of course, the wholes would eat their food whole in one big bite, and the fractions would divide up their food into smaller pieces, but they loved to be together. And so the wholes and the fractions ate and lived happily together. Now I tell you this story to help you with your math lesson today, 10.9, whole and mixed numbers. The giants, the wholes, represent what we call whole numbers. They represent one whole pizza, one whole sandwich, or one whole candy bar. So if a pizza has all its pieces, we call it whole. The fractions obviously represent fractions. This represents only a part of a whole. When you can't have the entire pizza or the entire sandwich, you will divide it up into parts. When a number, a whole number, and a fraction are together, it's called a mixed number. So on your paper, they're giving you models and coloring in some completely to represent a whole, and also some that are only colored partway to represent a fraction. First, find how many wholes there are. In this case, there's only one. Next, figure out the fraction. 4 parts are shaded out of a total of 6, so the fraction would be 4/6. Let's do it again. This time we have 1, 2, 2 wholes. Write it nice and giant-like, just like the big giants in our story. And our fraction will be 1 shaded out of 4, so 1/4. On the back of your paper, instructions tell you to write the letter of the model that matches with each object. So for number 9, I can see that they're showing 2 inches and also 1/2 more, so 2.5 inches. And the model that also shows 2.5 is right here, D. So I would write D in the blank. Finally, at the very bottom, they're asking you to draw out a model to show the fraction given. They give you some tough ones though. The first is 5/5, so we would draw a model that has 5 total parts and then shade all 5 of those parts. The next one, they want 1 and 1/5. So first I would draw 1 whole bar, and then I'm going to draw a bar that has 5 total parts, but only 1 of them shaded for 1/5. Hopefully you can do the rest on your own, and this video has helped you better understand mixed numbers. Good luck!